this is my problem. This is why I get no PT done, right? I get no exercise because I have to watch these things in real time. And I was watching his statement with the Prime Minister of Lebanon, which is another doozy, about the recusal. And it is clear Donald Trump does not understand the meaning of the word recusal. Yeah. He thinks it means I can opt out on a whim.
Yeah.
This is law. He does not care about the law. He doesn't understand about the law. And that, I don't know, maybe it's got 3 letters too many.
Yeah.
But recusal means that you must stand away. And there is a law that says if you were involved in a campaign, you cannot be involved in decisions related to that campaign.
Malcolm, on a scale of 1 to whatever you want to make it, how buggy is the target getting? What was that yesterday? Was that 15 tweets yesterday morning just while we were on the air?
And then Saturday morning it was like maybe 20 tweets.
Oh my God, he's getting really buggy.
Yeah.
As you all know, buggy is that intelligence community phrase for when a target of your intelligence collection does not understand what's going on or where you're getting your information from.
Right.
If Trump would sit down and do the basic presidential in-brief, they would tell him where all these leaks are coming from and where the collection comes from. He doesn't. He clearly does not even understand the basics of the constitutional process. Yeah. And hence, he gets crazy and gets nervous. He really feels it coming down his neck.
He acts like any perfectly innocent person doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't look in my tax returns. No. There's nothing in them, but don't.
Don't look in the trunk, officer. Nothing in here's my license, but don't look in that trunk.
Don't look in my crawl space.
Look at that thing that isn't there.
Someone needs to hashtag that.
Oh boy.
It's right. Jim walks in and his wife goes, "Who's texting you?" Nobody.
Nobody.
And there's no reason to look at my phone. There is no reason.
No one in that bathroom.
There are several no reasons to look at the phone.
And none of them are good.
No.
So don't.
All right, we only have about 6,000 questions for Malcolm. Malcolm, I know you always counsel patience. I don't know how quickly the wood chipper of justice is working this morning, but we were saying this is kind of rich, this memo that the New York Times uncovered.
Dog assault.
You're an actual chief petty officer. Fred has forsaken Jim for
a T-shirt that says I'm the chief petty officer, but we have a real one.
Yes, Fred can tell the difference, Jim. No offense. But, I mean, it is kind of hilarious and ironic that the memo that a sitting president can be indicted was written by, Ken Starr.
Ken Starr.
Yes.
There's a man who karma took care of.
Yeah. Bill Clinton somewhere is going, I would have gotten like 40 more BJs if I know we could put that mother in jail. But Starr chose not to indict. Now, first of all, he couldn't be fired because he was an independent counsel, not a special prosecutor.
Correct.
But of course, he chose not to indict and referred it to Congress because it was a political matter, and they knew this was a political witch hunt all along. They had to them know, really, we're not going to indict somebody for a BJ. I mean, really. So, but I mean, my point is, it feels to me like if everything that you and I are, feel like we know and we've seen so far, I think this is going to be too serious for Mueller. And first of all, this Congress is too political. They will protect him at all costs. I think even he will know they won't do anything about it if he refers it to Congress. I think he's going to have to indict.
Well, at some point we're going to reach an abandoned ship moment.
Right.
Where, and I get this question asked to me every day. When are the Republicans going to break? When's the fever going to break? Right. Well, it's not going to break. It's not going to break at all until the information that the special counsel has, or when they start doing raids on people's homes, or they start releasing, it becomes very clear that there is a lot of financial malfeasance or straight up espionage, which, I've said around the fringes, maybe, but there isn't straight up espionage going on unless somebody there coordinated with the Russians like Roger Stone or, or some of the others who, but when that's said and done,
Mueller will leave no stone unturned. Really.
13 top financial crime experts in justice are under Mueller.
Well, and this is
one espionage expert.
And this is when he started freaking out. when he heard about Mueller looking at his taxes, because someone's like, Sessions recused himself a long time ago. Why all of a sudden now? And it's because of this, because Mueller's getting too close, right?
Absolutely. And it's not close. It's just even in the neighborhood. Whatever he is hiding is so serious that he is willing to destroy this administration and the Republican
and the
Party
entire
to
Justice
hide
Department.
it. Right. Well, he'll dismantle that first, or so he thinks. This guy doesn't understand it. When you fire someone, all those papers are still in the safe.
Right.
All right. And as I made this joke the other day on TV, they will drop off in a pallet in front of the New York Times the day after Mueller is fired.
And you were as you were saying, this does not stop the investigations. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. The prosecution on the state level. We were saying it's like Reggie Jackson and what is it, Naked Gun? Once he's been activated. Once you activate the spy hunters and the justice system, you can't. There's no deactivating. He must kill the queen.
Yeah.
You tweeted Kushner's confirms leak. He asked for RU embassy-based secure communication channel for quote-unquote Syria with Flynn and Kislyak. He better hope there are no FBI tapes. I mean, first of all, as we were saying, we already see the difference in a partisan sense, right? Where Hillary Clinton had to testify in public under oath 11 and a half hours for something she'd already been exonerated for 9 times, right, on Benghazi. And, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, what? Kushner just gets to release a statement, and there's no public hearing, not under oath, and now we don't know what's happening with Manafort and Don Jr., right?
What I find interesting, and I just heard this analysis this morning, that people were saying, well, Kushner seemed to have been very forthright, and Kushner seemed to have been, answered questions straight. That doesn't mean that he's innocent. Now, I have to assume he's innocent because he hasn't been indicted on anything, but that one piece of information, his statement that he put out was like a framework for every other person. And if they stick to that story that, no, this was just on Russia, awesome, stick to your story. But you had better pray to God there is no intelligence that has transitioned over to evidence. Because at that point, if they go, well, that's really glad. I'm glad you guys said that. And here's the phone call between you or between Kislyak and Moscow saying this is specifically what you asked for. And that it had nothing to do with Syria, and it actually had something to do with finance.
I know, it is hilarious, right? I love Trump saying how I'm really proud of my son for how transparent he is. Right. After he gets caught, it's going to be published in the New York Times, and you've already hired a lawyer 2 weeks ago for him. Oh, yeah, now he's really transparent, right?
Yeah, well, there's another intelligence community phrase, saran wrap.
Yeah.
Is the kind of cover that he gave himself.
Yep.
Only this is more like wax paper.